Hello and welcome to Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Athletics.
I need them dollar signs. I need them dollar signs.
Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about ready to roll. Pete Crow Armstrong up now for the Tigers. And the home opener is underway.
7 o'clock.
Right side, hard hit. Kurtz takes it himself. One out in the top of the first. And here is Kyle Manzardo. That misses the zone. Ball one. Right through there for a strike. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Colt Keith in the box with one away as he takes ball one. In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. Man at first, one away. That misses.
Nope, that's a ball.
And now 3-0. That one catches the corner.
It's a good spot with the 3-0 pitch right there. You don't want to lay something in, and it turns out to be a homer.
Fought off foul. Out to short, Wilson. Off balance speed, there's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the first, and taking the ball for Detroit, Jack Flaherty. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. And that one fouled off. 0-1 now.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ball popped up. That gets by him. Throw comes in, runner stops, second and third, nobody out. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. First pitch misses. And another ball.
Inside.
Next one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Outside ball 4, he walked him, and they are loaded. And next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker, right through there for a strike. That one missed.
That's inside.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. All loaded up. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Ball, that's off the plate.
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away. Now at the plate, Yainer Diaz. Late on that fastball. That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have this one. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next up for the A's, Carlos Cortez. Swinging a foul out of play. That's ripped. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. Now here is Lawrence Butler, and fouled off. Late with the swing there. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So up next, Kerry Carpenter.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
It's in and out of his glove. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Dylan Dingler now at the plate. Foul ball there. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
On the ground to second. Might be 2. There's 1. Their second double play already. This one ends the second inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the center fielder, Denzel Clark. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him. 1 out. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Liner snagged at first. 2 outs, base is empty. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. This one popped up. And that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. This one in the air, center field. Clark under it. And there's 1 down. Kevin McGonigal getting ready to hit. Foul ball. McGonigal, just 21 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2023.
Ball.
Swings through the sweeper. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Stays alive. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Out to center. Clark on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. As we go to the last of the third, here's a big power threat. Nick Kurtz swings through the fastball up in the zone. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Brent Rooker will hit next. Struck out swinging his first time. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Ground ball right side. Throw on to Torkelson, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Jeff McNeil up next for the A's. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Ripped on the ground to second, and that is that. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Kyle Manzardo. Left field. Soderstrom takes it in for the out, and there's 1 away. Colt Keith now at the plate.
Ball 1.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Takes it in for the out. Here comes Tork to the plate. Single to right at his first trip.
Spencer Torkelson.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And a 1-2.
Ball. That's down.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And makes the grab. And that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Digging in, Carlos Cortez.
Carlos Cortez.
In the air to left center, Perez coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. 0-2 now. This one in the air, right field. Carpenter on the move. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Denzel Clark up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Ball 1.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. There with plenty of time, and that. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. Just missed.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Soderstrom drifts towards it. 2 down. And next up for the Tigers, Wenzel Perez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Athletics leading by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield.
Yep, that ball went out.
I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Popped in the air, left field, and he makes the catch. And that is that. We head to the bottom. Fifth. Now here's the lead, number 51, taking over on the mound.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Ball
Really
1.
nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
On the ground. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. And there's a base hit to left. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A 2-run blast, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0. Next to hit, Brent Rooker.
Too high.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. That's to third. Throw to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. On the ground right side. The throw to first, and that is that. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Pete Crow Armstrong. Gets him to chase after that one. Outside corner, there's a strike. And they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. So, man, a bull.
Now pitching.
Hogan Harris comes. On now.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Hey.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Crow Armstrong on at first. Nobody out. Run around the move. Strike in there. Throw safe. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Good take by Torres. Oh, look at the stop. And they get the out. Now the third baseman, Colt Heath. The Tigers going with a pinch hitter, Javier Baez, looking to drive in a run with 1 out and a runner at third. To the right side, McNeil gets it to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Spencer Torkelson getting ready to hit. Harris, 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2018.
Ball.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is late, and he's on at first.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Carpenter, the next to hit, takes outside.
Hey.
Time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
That's in. Ball 2.
In the air, left field. And that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. And now here's the A's catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one fouled off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And foul ball.
Ball
really
inside.
Good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Carlos Cortez, the next to hit. This one smoked on its way out of here. He nails one out to right. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. Up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept. Simple plate pepper with the middle.
Now on the bump, Brennan Hannafy.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 2 out. Back to the top of the lineup. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. And first offering is fouled off. Gets him to chase after that one. Butler leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one hit to right. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Now so they bring on the veteran, Tyler Ferguson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
This one in the air, center field. Clark on the move. He's got it. 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Zach McKinstry. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez.
His manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
That's in there. That's strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. McNeil slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 7th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Wilson.
You know, these A's, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Perez in position. And there's 2 away.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Rooker now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Center field. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, number 7.
Now pitching.
Brady Basso will take over here.
Number 66. Steve Basso.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground to first, Kurtz takes it himself. First out in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss as he was late. Ground ball left side. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Here comes Gleyber Torres. On the ground out to short. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Scott Barlow gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Scott Barlow.
Out to short, Wilson. To first, it short hops him, but a nice. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there. Booyah! A solo shot. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here comes the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Sends it to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Carlos Cortez. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under it. 2 away. 1 for 3. Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. We go to the 9th. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Ripped to right. Makes the catch. 1 down.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Chop to third. And that's just foul. Barlow goes 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. That one ripped right center field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger. 1 out. Runner at second. Dylan Dingler. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Justin Sterner.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Out to short. Just 1 out remaining for the Tigers.
Up next for the Tigers, second baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Ball.
Ball to strike. Foul ball there. The Tigers down to their final strike. In the air to left center, Soderstrom. Long run on his horse. But it's the shortstop that gets there. And that is the ball game. 6-1 is your final here today. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon.
It's true that they underestimate you.
My life is real.
So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest.
Wavy hair, mystique, up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in the MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, rest in peace, Polo. He see us, I was just with G, just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is there? They gon' say nah.